do some sketchy shit. Do-da, do-da, hope I get away with it. Oh, do-da day.
Hello. As you may or may not have noticed by now, I am not Joe Dog McKeel. But evidently, there was some delayed concrud passed around at Helicon last weekend, and Joe Dog McKeel and Donna McKeel are both very under the weather. So, didn't seem to affect me, but then there's so much alcohol in my bloodstream that any self-respecting germ would commit seppuku before entering it. But with me tonight, I have John Scarborough, and I will have Joe Bachman here in just a bit.
I don't think Joe and Donna have got con crud. I think they got Waffle House crud.
Oh, we did not get to go to the Waffle House this year.
Exactly. And they went, what, was it Thursday night they went?
I don't have the faintest.
No, well, he told us on the show. Remember, he said he wanted to get off quick so he can go to Waffle House?
I slept since then.
Oh, well.
Quite soundly, too.
So strangely enough, they went to Waffle House, and 2 days later, they're feeling rotten.
Correlation does not equal causation.
Yeah. But it was almost a week after the con, so it shouldn't be con crud.
Oh, okay. They went to a totally different Waffle House.
They went to a totally different Waffle House.
Or maybe they stopped at Buc-ee's and went, oh, let me walk through this crowd of 5 billion people.
Mr. Ron!
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
Because it was con crud, everybody got it, you know.
Well, Lindsay and I haven't noticed anything.
I had a little bit of a sore throat, but I think that was from all the damn talking.
Well, I mean, seriously, you do tend to run on.
Hey, I had 5 days out there. How you doing? Hey, MC Vaughn, how are you doing? We're talking con crud. You didn't get any cooties at the convention, did you?
Oh. Lindsay and I both made our table fees back.
Oh, good.
Yes, and apparently I need to teach her how to use the Square card reader because there should have been more sales from credit cards than what we got paid for. So she thinks that she didn't remember how to use it. We only use it once a year, so it's easy to forget the process. But
yeah, I had a bit of a horse Not so much a sore throat, but just all that talking to people.
Well, we all did an awful lot of talking.
Which is good.
Well, yeah, that's the camaraderie is one of the reasons that we do these things. Looking forward to, I don't remember if it's June or July, for the next convention we will go to, which is LibertyCon, and we won't be vending there. Just we never have. Lindsay's still trying to decide whether or not she wants to vend at the next Helicon or just let me have a table and she'll put a few things there. Which means I'll have about this much space for my books.
Oh. He was back. Nobody noticed.
No ops here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Why is it you don't have ops?
That
you're the one who usually fixes the stuff.
That's just
not on here.
We'll have to talk to Joe Dog about that. I mean, definitely, Joe Bachman is one of the trusted companions to the program. Supposed to look into LibertyCon after next week. Dude, I'm sorry, but LibertyCon does their memberships and
right after the convention. Yeah.
The room block almost a year before the convention happens. So you may be out of luck. You can contact Brandy Spraker or several other people on the LibertyCon website.
I'm actually on their website right now, and it says sold out.
Yeah, memberships.
And then they have wait. I wonder if they're really sold out, or they just say that to make people try and get memberships.
Well, I mean, seriously, when you can sell out the entire, what is it now, 1,000 memberships in half an hour?
Special guest of honor, Terry Brooks.
Oh, I'll have to heckle him. I hate his books.
Let's see. I'm trying to see. It does not. LibertyCon Hotel. Let's see, the room block for LibertyCon 38 is sold out. Click here to join the hotel waiting list. That's too many waiting lists. I think that's a con job right there.
I don't have the faintest idea. And no, I don't really hate whatever his name was.
Terry Brooks?
Terry Brooks, yes. He's written some excellent books. They're on my shelves.
I don't know if I've got anything by Terry Brooks.
I would highly recommend
I've read some stuff,
reading several.
Military. So I'd go to the military little libraries every company had, and I'd find his books there, and I'd read them and then put them back when I was done, and just never kept any of them, never bought any of them. So.
Well,
which upsets me because there were books that I put on those shelves in those military libraries that now I'm kicking myself because I wish I'd kept my copy of it. Like some of the Isaac Asimov anthologies.
Oh yeah.
My favorite one was Shuttles. That was
that is serious business, but it's been going on for a long time, and they have a devoted fan following.
Excuse me.
And pretty much, you got to wait for one of the guest authors to die, or people to decide that they're too old to drive to Chattanooga anymore from wherever they are. After that, be local for a while, hoping to make Atomicon in Charleston next May.
Oh, wow. I'm watching this thing this guy's doing. He has powder coating set up. And he goes over to where the filters are that collect all the powder, and he pulls all the junk powder out. It's just all different colors of, leftover powder. And he powder coated some metal he had, and it came out a neat copper, brown, and black metallic speckle.
It
was pretty cool. And it was all junk.
Sound nice. Now the story with myself and Dimitri, I did post a link to in, I believe it was the Creatives at Play. I'm not sure. I only posted it once. Oh my God. I apologize for my typos and the formatting problems, but things went a bit awry. And I thought I'd lost my my file transfer program because I didn't see it anywhere in anything on the computer since it's decided it wants to be Windows 11.
Yeah.
Okay. But then I finally found it.
Hey,
so I was able to post it.
Is there any way we can go ahead and copyright Windows 12?
I doubt it. They're probably already working on Windows 13.
How much does it cost to try and copyright something?
Depends on what that something is.
Because
and whether
I'd
or
love
not
to get
the
a phone call from Microsoft asking to buy the copyright.
I don't believe any of us have that much ready cash. But it wouldn't hurt.
I remember
to
a long
try.
time ago, I think copyrights were like $20. But of course that was a long time
ago. Copyrights used to be just mail a copy of it to yourself.
That the poor man's copyright.
Yeah.
Certified letter, make sure it stays sealed. So,
yeah. No, Joe was not indicted for anything. They've never found they've never found the bodies. Just some empty rubber boots sticking out from to the edge of a highway.
You ever see that thing? There's this TV series called Yellowstone.
I've heard of it.
And they've got this. They have every time they have problems with somebody they need to get rid of, they take them to the train station. And what it is, they're in Wyoming, and then right next door to Wyoming is Utah, I think it is. But it's right on the edge of the Yellowstone National Park, and you drive up this highway. Oh, Montana. I think it's in Montana. Now I think of it. Right on the Wyoming-Montana border. Where you go through this one county where the only thing in this county is the highway that the state put through there, or the federal government, whatever. There are no towns. There's no government. There's no county government. No police department. Nothing. It's just an empty county with a road going through it.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime somebody's giving them problems, they drive them to the train station. What they do is they stop at this scenic overlook, kill the people, and then dump their bodies in the canyon. There's no police there, so nobody's going to go looking for a body.
It winds up on Unsolved Mysteries.
Exactly. And yeah. Which, you know, there was all, what was the other one that was like that? Well, it used to be that part of was it the part of Oklahoma above Texas, that one big long strip,
Mm-hmm.
and they called it the Badlands. And basically, no one claimed it. There's no law enforcement there, so you could do whatever you wanted to for a long time. And then they finally.
Until the canyon actually fills up. It's a big canyon. It'll take a
But
few
they
years.
they did put about a half a dozen bodies in there during the show's run. So
half a dozen ain't enough to fill up a canyon. Not even a little canyon.
And if you got bears.
Oh,
and
there's Chris.
Hi, Chris.
How you doing? Lindsay's got the Cult of Chris badge. I can't just wave it around in front of the camera.
Boy, there's so much there is so much that went on at HalloCon that we just cannot talk about on the show.
There's so much that went on at HalloCon that people have never been able to figure out. Let me see if I can do this without.
And if you or any member of your IM force are killed or captured, the secretary will disavow any knowledge of your operations. Good luck, Jim. Okay.
Yeah, not the green room, but you know.
Oh, for those of you who know where, let me see if I can find it here. For those of you who are wondering about that badge you just held up and aren't familiar with it.
Yep.
Excuse me. It's odd. Did you notice that under media assets?
What?
That StreamYard has a Halloween pack.
No.
6 overlays and 9 backgrounds.
Hey, that's
But
for
apparently
Joe
we didn't add it. So
that's for Joe Dog. It probably costs money, so Joe Dog's not gonna.
No, it's included in all the plans. It's something they released. I think like they either released it October 30th or like 2 days before Halloween.
Okay, so he may not have seen it yet. In which case, it may just happen spontaneously one night, and we will go, "Oh God!" But you know.
Speaking of StreamYard, I need to go through and clear out some videos.
Yeah. I think I really need to turn off that HTML and just give myself a little extra memory for StreamYard. Gentlemen, you will be glad to know you don't sound like Alvin and Chipmunks tonight. And I am using the wireless headset, which did not work for many days in a row on StreamYard. And even last night in the green room, it didn't want to work until I jumped through several flaming hoops of doom. And then it started working. So yeah, I'm going to blame it on the solar flare. It's the only thing that's out of the ordinary. Oh, MC. Okay. Shout out to Helicon patrons for buying out almost my entire stock of ghost books.
Nice.
Very good. Somehow or another, I was able to sell 10 copies of my various books, and Chris Walker, I think it was Chris, bought my last 2 physical CDs of my music. Until I make a deal with some other company that actually produces CDs and whatnot. There won't ever be any more physical copies, but the downloads are on Bandcamp, which is easy to find and much cheaper. The only reason the price was so high on the CDs is because I had to pay Amazon to make them. And Chris says he did indeed buy my last 2 copies of my first 2 albums. Chris, I am not going to pay your speeding fines if you listen to those while driving. They're paced at about 160 beats per minute, which makes you want to put your foot down. Oh, I've got an entire tote full of mine left. But then again, I bought lots. And if there's anything I've ever learned from August Earleith is if you've got stock laying around, eventually you'll sell it. I mean, he had all kinds of Cthulhu Mythos books stacked up in his garage in boxes and eventually emptied the garage. Keyword eventually. Took a few years. Of course, I don't order 10,000 copies of anything at any one time. It's more like 10, maybe 15. And I bring the entire box to Helicon because I never know how many sales I'm going to get, but only bring about 5, maybe 7 copies to LibertyCon because usually at LibertyCon I don't sell anything whatsoever. I might occasionally, but not going to count it as earned income.
There is a cooking show here on the internet, and it's called Nat's What I Reckon. And it's basically he's a heavy metal cook.
Okay.
He's British, and he makes Gordon Ramsay look like a pansy. I mean, it's hilarious.
Gordon Ramsay makes Gordon Ramsay look like a pansy.
But at least this guy's honest about it. He just talks about stupid ways to cook stuff. He's actually pretty interesting.
I can recommend Mr. H and Friends, or is it Mr. H and Family? I'm not sure. And then Cowboy Kent Rollins. I've got all 3 of his cookbooks, and the recipes are so easy to follow. And there's brilliant photographs in there that his wife has done. Who else? And
he has some really great cast iron skillet recipes.
Yeah. Cowboy Kent uses Okay, now aphasia hits me. I can't remember the name of the word. Um, anyway, it's cast iron, usually made by Lodge, but he's had them for decades and they're permanently seasoned. He'll cook
Well,
on
he had that.
coals on the ground or on the stove Bertha.
He had that fire at his ranch a couple years back,
Yeah, the house.
and
Well, they weren't there, but the house burned up, and he managed to reclaim some of the cast iron cookware from there.
some of it wasn't reclaimable. A lot of it cracked from the heat.
Yeah, yeah,
But he did a
exactly.
show where he shows him cleaning and reseasoning the cast iron that was salvageable. So,
The man is a national treasure, really. I mean, he's been uh, a ranch cook for 40 years, and he makes so much good stuff. And then I'm just waiting for the fourth cookbook to come out because he's nowhere near finished working yet.
you ever remember the mission from World War II, the Dam Busters,
Oh yeah, yeah.
where they had the mosquito planes that were modified to drop the bouncing, or they were not mosquitoes, they were Lancasters. But they were modified to drop the bouncing bombs.
Yeah.
I'm watching this thing right now where it talks about while they were practicing this, one of the planes accidentally bounced the bomb back up in the tail of the aircraft, took the tail of the aircraft off. Oh my gosh.
That's one hell of an accident.
They were only about 30, 40 feet off the ground when it happened. So but that's not a Landcat. What kind of, wait a minute, let me see that. Oh, it was they were testing an A-26 Invader. It's an American-made plane. I think Douglas makes it.
Oh,
And it didn't have the Lancaster, double tail. But it was only about 20 feet off the ground when they bounced that thing. So
well, off the water.
no, they were practicing across land with this one. If I remember correctly, there was a mission where they were using a similar bombing technique. Same group, actually. But they were bombing a prison that had British airmen in the prison. And the idea was they bounced the bombs into the walls outside the prison so the prisoners had a way to escape. It sort of worked, but they did wind up killing a lot of British airmen.
In this case, sorta was not good enough.
But it few of them got away, and what was it? Local partisans were waiting to sneak them out. So they had like 200 French partisans waiting to hide them in wagons and stuff and boats and sneak them out.
Piecemeal. Yeah, well, proof of concept, yeah, but gotta practice more, guys. Even Jimi Hendrix had to practice.
Excuse me.
Watched a video of a young lady who had never heard of Eric Clapton before. She was recommended to watch a concert video of Layla, and Eric was obviously older than back in the day, and she was just absolutely gobsmacked by not only the song but his control over the guitar was highly entertaining. I wind up watching a lot of reaction videos to different things, cooking, music. Uh, I'm just going, oh, my poor summer child. You didn't get to experience this back in the day when we did. Oh,
Oh, which band was he with when they did Strange Brew?
cream.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
put it this way:
Joe.
it's easier to name the bands that Eric Clapton wasn't in than it is to name the ones that he was in.
Yeah. Dude kind of
Went all
moved
over.
around a bit. Rambled, maybe. Joe, I could have used your help today.
Which
The
Joe?
solar power.
Yeah. Those batteries weigh 200 pounds. I had to plug one of them in and then stack another one on top of that, plugging it in. And then I had to get the main power bank up onto a waist high countertop by myself. Let's just say there was some colorful language and a lot of sitting in my armchair resting in the barn going, as soon as I get my breath back, I'm going to try again. I finally got it. I tilted the main power bank up, slid it on its little rubber stop because it didn't have wheels on the front, only on the back. Got it perched on the countertop, and then lifted and shoved and got it on the countertop. Then I had to spin it sideways to plug everything up, including the connection to the solar panels. Oh, Chris, that's a classic one. Someone once asked what it was like to be the greatest guitarist of all time. Both Eric Clapton and Jimmy Page, they both said, "Ask Jeff Beck." Yeah, well, there's a lot of debate over who is the greatest guitarist of all time. I think it's Charo's husband. And now I can't remember his name. Flamenco guitarist. Pretty much one of the folks that shaped so many careers by people trying to copy him and learn from him. Chet Atkins would be another one. See, this is what happens when you get Chris Walker and I in the same room. We can talk about music for days. Esteban, thank you, Chris.
Oh, she's married to Esteban?
Yes.
My mom had the hots for him. Bought one of his guitars. She didn't play guitar.
Bought one of his guitars?
He used to sell guitars and had
okay.
You buy his guitar and it's got a lesson that you learn how to play guitars. And my mom doesn't play guitars.
I'm not going to argue. Most singular guitarist for my money is Steve Howe. I am not going to argue with that. Excellent guitarist. Yes, did a lot of very complex chord change, time change, and basically world changing stuff. Of course,
So, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to add that it didn't hurt any that Rick Wakeman was a member of Yes, and I have a fascination with keyboard players, and he's one of the few left from that generation. And as you were saying,
So I'm gonna fill in the role of Joe Dog tonight since he's not here. How did 39 mathematicians board a bus with only 38 seats?
I assume they divided by 0.
They carry the one.
They carry the okay. Oh dear. And you're just asking for the competition to Joe Dog to show up and start punning entirely,
Oh, he's
or
not
telling
here.
dad
Kiri's
jokes.
not here.
Kiri's not here.
Someone had to do it.
Hey. Oh, okay. Driver's a math, and one was pregnant. Okay. Both valid answers, not the correct ones, but valid. Well, about got caught in a thunderstorm downpour today. I was unloading convention stuff and trying to find places for it in the barn. And Lindsay had a box of photographs she wanted brought up to help redecorate, since she's got more space to put stuff now. Not that I've added any rooms, we've just got more furniture to set things on. But I found myself going, some bird was incontinent on my solar panels. Maybe I should wipe that off. I scrubbed off that solar panel and noticed there's an awful lot of debris from me mowing the yard around these things while they're sitting on plastic picnic tables and not on the roof of the barn. God knows I'll never be able to clean them if once I finally get them mounted on the roof of the barn. And I'm on the last panel, and the wind picks up, and leaves start blowing around. I'm going, okay, time to shut the door to the barn. Got that done, went and hopped in the pickup truck, pulled back up to the driveway, backed in so we can tote stuff, other convention stuff to the barn later on, whenever the weather will permit us. And hopped out, looked in the van, found the bottle of sparkling grape juice that I knew that we'd brought home from the convention. It was behind the map case in the van. So neither one of us saw it to unpack it. Ran inside the house, box of pictures in one hand, beer in the other, and the bottle of sparkling grape juice in the gripping hand, and walked in, set the box down, turned around, showed Lindsay the grape juice bottle, go, look what I found. She goes, where was it? In the van. And so I put it in the fridge to cool off, even though she's British. She doesn't like cold drinks. But I'm going, it's been in the van for days. If you open that, it's just going to spew up all over the ceiling of the kitchen. Chill it. So that worked. Yeah, Chris, I know. I met David. Um, puns would be constant. Yes, indeed. And Constance would probably be complaining. Um, hmm. Gentlemen, I'm going to have to run down the hall. I'll leave it in your capable hands.
No.
Oh, Lord, he's leaving us unsupervised, John.
Yes. Deal.
Oh.
Let's see here. We had a medical helicopter from Vanderbilt University Hospital crash today right outside Nashville.
Ooh.
There were a total of 5 people on board, I think. 5 or 6, I can't remember. 2 patients that were in critical condition before the crash. They weren't doing too good afterwards. And 1 person died. They have not said whom, but they said that both the critical patients were medically evacuated on another helicopter. So, I'm trying to find something newsworthy to talk about.
Well, here's what we're looking at for possibly was it tomorrow night, I believe?
Huh.
This was the latest HRR3KM run that they did for the snow forecast for tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
And looking at the map, I am right by the boundary of where they're calling for about 3.4 inches, getting into the 8+.
All we got is a freeze watch starting Sunday night and going in. Ooh, but Monday night, low's going to get down to 26.
They have a falling iguana warning in Florida. Because the northernmost part of Florida, they're looking at the 20s. Down into central Florida is about the 30s, and the tip is going to be 40s.
Falling iguana warning.
Apparently, once it gets below 45 degrees, that's kind of their threshold, and they will just start to fall out of trees. They're not dead. They're just at that point of...
You ever see the pictures where the water freezes, like along the coast, and you'll see like an alligator's nose sticking up out of the ice, and it's not moving; it's just sitting there.
Yep.
There you go, kitty.
Donna just shivered, and she's not sure why, Chris.
Oh,
Lord. Did y'all show Chris's last 2 comments?
No. Let's see. We were talking about Newsies. Rosie the Riveter died. Yeah, I knew about that one. Let's see. Last surviving member of the crew member of Arizona. Dick Cheney, of course, died.
There were a couple others I was surprised by, but I get the feeling that I had already heard, and just they're kind of tangential to my memory, so I didn't remember.
Let me see. Marine Corps birthday is Monday. So be careful where you walk Monday night, Tuesday morning. Don't step on the drunk Marines. And let's see here. See, what was it? I'm trying to find. Was it Veterans Day? I keep seeing a bunch of sales. They keep November 11th is the Tuesday after. Oh, so it's a
yeah. Memorial Day, or Armistice Day. Depending on what nationality you are. Lindsay's already got her puppy out, even though it's made out of paper. She's going to wear that probably tomorrow morning when she goes to church, even though it's not the 11th. Just because the church service is a Memorial Day service. Been a lot of people reacting to Armistice Day, World War I stuff, and I'm going to. I already know, but there's some artists that do beautiful stuff to honor this. So yeah.
Let me do this.
see here. See here.
Let's see, what do we have on here for news?
You know, I'm looking at on this day, and there's not a lot really happening on this day.
Well, y'all do realize that Godzilla and I share a birthday.
Really?
Yes. And oddly enough, he's older. But not by much.
So looking at popular mechanics, archaeologists found a 5,000-year-old tomb that may be gateway to prehistoric kingdom.
Where?
Let's see here.
Is it Egypt or another country?
China, actually.
Oh, okay.
Excavations in central China uncovered a 5,000-year-old tomb filled with artifacts from the thesis. I am so sorry because I'm about to butcher this. If you're watching this in the future, or if you're lurking in the, lurking right now, Dawanku culture. Dawanku culture. You know what? Why don't I just do this the easy way?
And
just share the damn screen.
okay.
Let's see. Experts believe the size of the tomb and wealth of the artifacts show the owner was a prehistoric king. The diversity of artifacts within the excavation offers cultural connections beyond one region.
Where's the name? Hang on a second. Click that. So I'm trying to see where it says Dawanku.
Right here.
Okay. Oh. Winku.
From 4,000 B, they existed from 4,000 BC to 2,600 BC. Holy cow!
Yeah, Chinese history is a whole lot longer than most other recorded countries. Trouble is, they invented such a complicated alphabet that it's very hard to read.
Experts now believe the entire site could have been the capital of a prehistoric kingdom. Latest discovery indicates ruins are not an ordinary settlement, but rather the capital, which is what the last paragraph just said. Size of the tomb served as first clue, running about 15 feet long and stretching roughly 12 feet wide.
Okay.
So
One of the
they
largest in the
were
period.
running around when the Egyptians were.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because what the pyramids were built in 4000 BC?
That's a popular conception.
Not counting the help from aliens.
Yeah. Depends on which conspiracy theorist you enjoy watching.
It's kind of interesting. You know how everybody looks at the Great Pyramids of Egypt and said they must have had help from aliens? And then you look at something like the Hoover Dam. Okay, and of course, we all know how the Hoover Dam got built. But I'll be damned if the Transformers movies didn't show them building it to help hide aliens. Why is every time we build something really big, we blame it on aliens?
Empire State Building. Nobody could build that. They had to have help from aliens.
Government shutdown. It couldn't be Congress. It's got to be aliens.
Inside the tomb were about 350 burial artifacts, including almost 200 jade ornaments, bone tools, animal remains, and 100 pieces of pottery. The presence of pig mandibles, the most common animal bone in the tomb, was a signifier of wealth.
Well,
I wonder if you don't eat gummy bears and they just dry up, if they fossilize, would they turn into something like amber or jade?
no, sugar. And what makes you think they would dry up?
Well, it is gelatin. It's got it.
There's more preservatives in that. Oh, there was an interesting factoid that I learned a long time ago, that there was honey, just raw honey, found in different pyramids that were 2,000 to 4,000 years old, and it was perfectly fine because honey is a antibiotic almost, and doesn't go bad. All you have to do is heat it up a little bit to get the sugar crystals to melt, and it reconstitutes, and it's just fine.
So that was my point. 10,000 years from now, archaeologists wonder why we have all these little bears lying around.
I wonder the same thing about jelly babies, and are they going to think we're all Doctor Who fans?
Gummy worms, and just,
Oh God.
And then somebody posted something the other day, that out in front of Buc-ee's, they've got that bronze beaver statue.
Oh, yes.
Archaeologists will find that, 50,000 years from now, and they'll think we worship beavers.
And a million years from now, someone will find a perfectly intact Twinkie still edible.
I love that. If you ever saw the movie Red 2, they went to this safe house that they used to have in Moscow, and it was still there. And the guy goes in, he finds a moon pie laying there. It's been laying there since the early 80s, and he starts eating it. The girl looks at him and goes, "Are you sure that's safe?" And he goes, "Yeah, it was made before they had the eat by dates or use by dates."
Yeah, moon pies. You could probably build an Egyptian pyramid out of moon pies.
Now the thing is, though, if you know anything about moon pies, okay, the chocolate ones will turn white after a while. The chocolate will go bad. So that's fictitious there. So. Of course, I wonder if the old ones of the chocolate would do that. I don't think it's actually the same chocolate anymore. They put all that oily goo in it.
Yeah, the American stuff that can't be imported into England or Europe because they know it's just plastic, like American cheese. It's not cheese. It's freaking plastic.
You know, the FDA has 3 different terms for cheese. If you go and buy cheese, if the last word is cheese, it's actually cheese. If the last word is food, it's not cheese. And if the last word is product, it's got some cheese in it. I think that's how it works. Yeah, so when you go to buy your slices of American cheese at the grocery store and you look at the really cheap stuff, the last word won't be cheese. It'll be either food or product. Yeah.
Makes a hell of a grilled cheese sandwich either way.
You know, that was you've heard of government cheese. You ever had any?
Oh yeah.
They give you that big. They give you the big 5-pound box of cheese.
Yeah, it's a big block of what is basically Velveeta.
Mm-hmm. That was the best cheese for making grilled cheese sandwiches. I mean, just really was.
Melted evenly and didn't kill you.
Well, for our sweet lovers, Hershey's has announced new treats for the holiday 2025 season, including Snickerdoodle flavored Hershey's Kisses and peppermint Kit Kats.
Okay, don't tell my wife. I might have to stock up on peppermint Kit Kats.
Don't tell my doctor. I may have to stock up on them too. Let's see. 4 new treats that will hit the shelves this holiday season.
Do any of them have Bailey's Irish cream in them?
Sadly, no.
I used to miss all those candies that came out with Bailey's Irish cream.
You can pretty much make those in your own kitchen, John.
Yeah.
I didn't say it would be easy.
They're doing Reese's mini trees, and then the Grinch milk chocolate bars are just they're milk chocolate bars with a Grinch imprint on them.
They should have made them like Thin Mints, or the little what's that?
Like Andes?
Yes.
Yeah.
With the top part's chocolate, but the bottom part's mint.
Yep.
Do they have the Little Debbie Christmas trees?
Those are out.
Yes.
I've already bought some.
Yeah.
I've already eaten them. Might be picking up more tomorrow.
I do have to admit the Little Debbie donut sticks often become part of my breakfast.
Trey has those a lot for breakfast too.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's, I don't want to say empty calories, but turn into energy relatively quickly. Don't last long. I mean, the energy doesn't last long.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically just a sugar high. But
Here it is.
Trying to see if there's anything else newsworthy that we can
Well,
talk
let me
about.
show you
without
this.
being-
I'm going to bring this up real quick there.
Yep, go ahead and take me down.
That's wrong one. There.
I'll do that while John does this.
All right, there we go. This is Little Debbie Park here. It's actually in Ottawa, which is north and east of Chattanooga.
A giant
Nice.
Little Debbie Christmas tree.
That's Little Debbie Park, actually. So that's a new park they just built here the last couple of years.
Okay.
And apparently, see if I'm not mistaken, there's the moose somebody built.
Nice.
Yeah, you got a lot of little sculptures out here at the park. I'm not sure what that. There's some little girl statue over here.
Not the same one from Allegan, I hope.
Oh man, can you imagine taking that out there and just setting it up in the field?
And leaving the batteries in. Yeah. That thing got annoying within 30 seconds of me hearing it for the first time. Which is probably why Joe Dog bought it. If it was indeed Joe Dog that bought it. Mayfield Dairy? I do not have the slightest idea.
Similar thing, what? Like
Little
that
Debbie
Moose Tracks
Christmas
ice
tree?
cream. Was that what we were talking about? No.
I don't have the faintest idea. I rarely partake of ice cream anymore.
They do have Little Debbie ice cream, strangely enough.
Which is really good.
Yes. The one that's real popular here at the house, Barry likes the peanut butter bars. And they have an ice cream for that. And then what was the other? There's two. I can't remember what the other one is.
Well, this time of year, Walmart, or at least last year or year before, Walmart had the Little Debbie's ice cream Christmas trees. There's the Christmas trees blended into the ice cream.
Now, I do know that Seventh-day Adventists buy an awful lot of Little Debbie stuff.
It's because they own all that stuff.
don't know
Collegedale,
that.
where the McKee Bakery and everything is, that's all Seventh-day Adventist University.
Oh, okay.
That whole
Didn't know
area is
that.
just ate up with Seventh-day Adventist.
And Chris said Mayfield Dairy have a similar thing, a park.
Let's see here. Dairy Park.
Apparently, the Philippines is about to get hit by Super Typhoon Feng Wong.
Oh, that's not
They've
going to be
evacuated
fun.
100,000 people.
That's what they get for naming it Feng Wan. They named it Ivan, it'd be hitting Russia. And yes, Mayfield Dairy does have a park.
And Chris thinks it has rides.
Let me see here. I don't see any rides unless they get to ride on a cow. That's the visitor center. Wait a minute. Let me see, where's the park? Mayfield images of Mayfield Dairy. Oh, Mayfield Farm Park is what it's called.
Ah,
And it's in Athens, Tennessee.
Okay.
And it does have it. They're putting them in a hay trailer and toting them about on a tractor. And it does
I
have
don't
some
know.
has arcade games and stuff.
I don't know if we even need to show this one, but somebody is still awake.
Yeah.
We're trying to be entertaining.
Yeah.
Trying to find news to talk about.
Yeah, no kidding. Seeing a lot of talk about.
I mean, seriously. Just because you aren't here doesn't mean we're boring.
And I did make a pun joke earlier, so
Hmm.
The show might be more boring, but it looks a lot better.
It certainly has a better scent.
What's new in entertainment?
Yeah, it's kind of.
Don't know.
See, did Britney Spears go nuts today?
No, but Salt and Peppa is inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Woohoo!
Okay. Joe Dog, you've got to learn how to express something in more than sentence fragments. Doing a good show. Yeah, well, we're trying. We could have 50 people here and you'd still be unsatisfied because you're not the center of attention.
Let's see.
Well, I mean, like he wasn't already aware.
See,
You know, I sincerely love Joe Dog, but sometimes it's just a hard no.
all right. Oh, here's something. Let's see. I'm going to read this. This is off of the website Hollywood Life. I'm not familiar with this one. Story by Elizabeth McGowan from 7 months ago. How was the dire wolf brought back? De-extinction explained.
Well, it wasn't really. They just spliced together a bunch of genes and called it a dire wolf.
How did they do it? See, what are dire wolves? And it talks about how they lived between 125,000 to 10,000 years ago.
Yeah. Basically ancestors of wolves and dogs.
They lived
and coyotes.
They lived in the Americas throughout the late Pleistocene and the early Holocene epochs. For those of you who know what that is. Let's see, according to the colossal. See, they extracted and sequenced ancient DNA from 2 dire wolf fossils. I didn't know you could get DNA from a fossil.
Usually they can do that by getting samples from preserved teeth.
Yeah, but I mean,
when it's that old, that might be the only thing that's there.
Okay. You see, they assembled the ancient genomes from both and compared those genomes from living canids, including wolves, jackals, foxes, and something that I'm pretty sure they misspelled. Doles. DHOLES. Doles.
No, that's not a misspelling. That's a subspecies of the dog family.
Oh, okay. See, they identified the gene variants that were specific to dire wolves, determined that dire wolves had a white coat color and long, thick fur, performed multiplex gene editing to a donor genome from their closest living relative, the gray wolf, and screen edited cell lines via whole genome sequencing and karyotyping. Screen edited.
You know, I worry that I understood most of that.
Okay. Cloned high quality cell lines using semantic cell nuclear transfer into donor egg cells. Performed embryo transfer and managed interspecies surrogacy, and successfully birthed an extinct species.
That's still up to debate, but they did recreate a resemblance of an extinct species. And pretty much, I'm sure that they're going to be, if they can breed them successfully, they're going to replace all German Shepherds as police dogs because they're bigger than the freaking car the cops ride in. Stopper, I'll let the dog off the leash. It's a whole lot better than Stopper, I'll shoot.
Have you seen that thing on Facebook where it goes, drop your weapon and come out of the house or we'll release the werewolf? And the guy's like, werewolf. And it shows the lady, she's posing for an official photo with her police dog. And it's like a black German Shepherd. And it's just got this look on its face like it's about to kill the cameraman.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, Chris, exactly. It's a big ass dog that's a hybrid of everything else they've been able to gene splice together to be a big ass dog. Now, if they really wanted to get dangerous, they'd try the same thing with the. Now I can't remember the name of the species. It's pre-split between cat and dog. And it's not quite as big as a horse, but if it decided that you were going to be lunch, there wouldn't be a damn thing you'd be able to do with it, about it unless you had a howitzer at hand.
So apparently Burger King has an advent calendar.
Well, it's got a Whopper behind each window or something?
So this is from Delish. Burger King's hit advent calendar is back under $20. Last year's sold out in less than 5 minutes.
I think their advent calendar, you put quarters in it. I think it's one of those kind.
No, this one actually comes with stuff inside of it.
Really?
So the box looks like a vintage parcel wrapped in brown paper and string with 12 little drawers you open each day. It's only a 12-day advent. Inside are a mix of throwbacks and small surprises that nod to Burger King Kids Club memories and its classic menu. You'll find a JD the Dog plush, Cine Mini inspired candles, a retro magnet, a mini BK board game, cookie cutters in a tin, 2 ornaments, a Coca-Cola keychain, a fanny pack, a puzzle cube, an inflatable chair, and even a Chia-style Stout King sprouter.
Now see, McDonald's themed cookie cutters might be collectible. That would actually be cool. So,
yeah, Chris, that's pretty much what I meant. Yeah. If you can imagine a cross between a dog and a cat about the size of a Shetland pony.
You heard about Starbucks has this polar bear cup out. It's some little ceramic mug thing they've got. started fist fights because people were fighting to get them. They've been selling on eBay for over $500.
Is it the one I have up on screen
I
right
believe
now?
so. Let me bring that up real quick. I believe that's the one.
Looks like the container for honey that we can buy at
It does, doesn't it? That's,
at grocery stores for about $5.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
okay, let me show y'all something here real quick.
Yep, pull me down.
Yeah, do down there and then do this one. There we go. Let's see.
Oh yeah, that's an evil grin right there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty sure that dog right there has been trained with the command "sick balls."
Yeah.
Just
Then again, in this day and age, that may be an altered photograph.
I like that. Suspect, I ain't coming out. Officer, okay, we'll send in the werewolf. Wait, what? The what?
Then again, it might be a normal dog that they've trained to wear plastic vampire fangs,
They had
which
the
is
one.
just as frightening.
They had the one dog that they put the Velociraptor head on the dog. So the dog was running around with a Velociraptor head. And he would not let his owners take it back off.
Oh, there was somebody that had a dog and they put him in a Star Wars at costume, and the dog did not want to take it off.
Wait a minute. Was that the one with the horse, though?
That was a horse.
That was a horse? Okay. I thought it was a dog.
They were only going to put the costume on it long enough to take pictures, but when the pictures were done, the horse wouldn't let them take it off.
There are some horses that still remember knights in armor.
Mm-hmm.
It's passed through the gene pool. And there are a lot of horses that really, they go on Ancestry DNA and try and prove that they're actually Percherons and what's the ones for the Budweiser beer?
Clydesdales?
Clydesdales, thank you. Yes. Heavy horses. There's like 3 different varieties, and the third one I do not remember at all. But it was Clydesdale, Percheron, and the third one I can't remember. But I wouldn't put it beyond the cops to just snap some plastic teeth in the dog's mouth after training them. Oh. That is
we're
so
down
my
10
dog.
minutes.
That is not the one I was looking for. I just found that one I was looking for. I may have to go on YouTube to find the one I'm looking for here.
Oh dear.
What's this one got?
Well, Chris, yeah. Fanny packs will never go completely away. One of my best firearm holsters is a fanny pack.
Yeah.
Had to put tiny guns in it, but
Oh, I found a whole bunch of them. And here's what's funny. I think the dog, it's either a pug or a French bulldog.
Waffle House has added a new waffle for the holidays.
Oh,
A cinnamon crunch waffle.
okay.
New waffle is filled with cinnamon nougat that's baked into the dough before getting topped with cinnamon sprinkles and a dollop of whipped cream.
That doesn't sound half bad.
Watch this. They go to take the mask off of him.
That's a fucking chihuahua right there. Bulldogs wouldn't do that. That's a chihuahua.
I think it's a French bulldog because it's got the attitude. French bulldogs or Frenchies tend to have that attitude.
Well, gentlemen, I hate to do it, but although we did make Dawn twitch for no reason.
I'm curious how they got the mouth to work. Yeah. Oh, here's a wait. There's a husky wearing one.
Now that does just look evil.
Especially with the eyes.
You know what they should have done? Smeared the inside of the mouth with peanut butter.
That'd be hard to do because you'd have to do that before you put it on the dog.
No, you probably just smear it in there with a finger real quick.
With those plastic teeth, yeah, real quick. We'll let you do that one first, John.
Here they are showing the Frenchie. It is a French bulldog, by the way. One of my favorite ones is the Halloween costume where they put it on the dog. It's a spider.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll open the door, dog go running out, and people just lose it.
Just scatter for blocks. Ow.
I wish I could play that video with sound.
What?
Trey got a very adorable video of Hobo earlier. He was sound asleep on her and started snoring.
Oh. That's cute.
Close that down. Stop sharing. There we go.
Yeah. It's almost time for high flight, so.
Lock that screen. I had a semi-successful day. I got most of I got all the categories done for the NDCD pages. Now I need to start working on the profiles, and
I've got that bookmark to watch later.
And apparently Snow is hitting South Bend, Indiana already.
The cold front has come through Georgia. Well, at least my area. But it's still going to be 70 degrees in a couple of days.
If someone can pull that up real quick before we go to high flight.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. And they're slated to get even more with the lake effect tomorrow night.
No doubt. No doubt.
Now, how long ago was that? 3 minutes ago?
Yep.
Well, you know, it's a fact of geography. If that's where you live, that's where you're gonna get. And sometimes it gets bad, and sometimes it's worse.
Yep.
Um,
And I got my little mini PC set up as a little network drive. So yeah, all in all, good day.
yeah, had a good day myself. Got a lot of work done. More than anybody expected out of me, including myself. And tomorrow it probably will wind up being busy.
But with that, gentlemen, we should probably say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Good night, everybody.
I have slept the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand, and touched the face of God.